thought this was a really bold piece. Running time for an experimental film aside, I thought it really just took its time with a lot of the shots and let us sort of soak in it in a way. And they were really beautifully crafted shots. It's one of those pieces where really almost every frame is art. They just have a really keen filmmaking sensibility. Cinematography is great. The lighting, the color, all those things are just masterfully done here. And then, of course, we're just treated to this whole interpretive sort of performance with no dialogue and really just a lot of powerful, evocative performances. Really, really remarkable piece, worth
It's
checking out. Elegy.
beautifully shot. It has very high quality and quite an artistic scenery. It is both abstract but also very intentional, and I found it quiet, relatable, and so very detailed with the choreography and music to express some sort of grief. They show a lot of natural light, and the wind plays a big role as well in a few scenes. I like the cute ancient silent film vibe that it gives even with their costume design. I also like their special focus on the ocean and the daily routines of everyday people. I like the fact that this was based on an underestimated Portuguese book that as well got me into doing some more research about it. So great job. I really enjoyed it. Great quality film.
Very, very interesting. Um, in the sense that it was shot very cinematic, if that makes sense. Um, and it gave off the impression that it kind of felt like a combination of when you take dance and if you were to turn dance into a motion picture. That's kind of the impression that Elegy of Lost Things gave me. And it was very interesting, and I thoroughly enjoyed myself watching it.
Gorgeous cinematography, clean, sharply focused and placed frames. Each one was so meticulously crafted, it felt almost like a painting. Um, and it just very much highlighted the subject and captured the sense of open space and place to breathe, but also isolation. So there's a freedom, but there was also that like loneliness in it. The Foley work I thought was absolutely excellent throughout to bring this viscerality to textures. The sound of the ground scraping one's feet, the sound of the dry wheat fields that you could feel in the touch. Something about it also felt very Fellini-esque to me. The characterizations felt very vibrant, but also organic in their movement as well. But you instantly were given an insight into that character's inner life, into their inner subtext, and who they are. You could tell within a moment's notice, and I think that's very clear filmmaking, but also clear objectives and focus from the performers, the dancers. So really loved this piece. I thought it was
It's just
entrancing.
such a masterclass on cinematography. I really loved the color palette, first of all, of the film. I loved, the kind of the focus on blue and beige. I thought that was really beautiful. Um, the set design too was really beautiful. The locations were amazing. Um, and there was just such great emotional range with all the performers as well, and the choreography was super interesting. I loved a lot of the shots where you showed kind of, it was like framed in a doorway or a window. I thought those were really beautiful. And it was just very professional looking, which I thought was amazing. And, the shots at the end of all the performers in the water, I thought that was super cool as well. And I think it was just really beautifully done and, kept me intrigued the entire time. So good job.
I really like the cinematography. I really like the music, and I really like the choreography. I think those performers can dance for real. Like they did to act and also dance and to do the choreography with the precision that they did, with the expression that they did, with as much emotion as they did, is impressive. And then the cinematography added on to that, and then the music tied it all together. So I really liked it overall. Really, good job.
It was a longer short film, very experimental, and it gave me sort of an impression as I was watching it of the TV show Friends, but if it was all interpretive dancers having these crises of emotion. I loved how each character felt distinct from the other ones. They all had their own tableaus to explore that was really cool. And what they managed to do with the tools that they were given for this, with just the choreographed movements and the amazing scenery, I felt so much range of emotion throughout the thing. There were times where I was genuinely laughing, and I had no idea why, but I knew that the dancing had become funny, and then suddenly the dancing was very sad, and then I would feel sad. So I'm not a very, well-read person when it comes to dance and movement art, but I felt so much watching this, and I think that's a real achievement.
Wow. Before I say anything else, I just want to say I am really disappointed I didn't see this in a theater. It's just so stunning and large, and just really needs to be seen on a large screen with real sound. Yeah, what a beautiful marriage of filmmaking and performance. Film is storytelling through image and sound, and performance is storytelling through a body interacting with its surroundings. And I thought that in this film, this long form choreography, it just was just wonderful performances that were just beautifully captured on film. There wasn't a wasted moment. I'll be honest, when it was over, I didn't want it to end. I would have liked for this to continue for, I don't know how long. It was just, it had great moments of drama and comedy, and all without any dialogue, just through the bodies. Like I said, the performance is a body interacting with its space, and just it's the way that the body is moving, it's positioned. We read so much, and often we don't need all the dialogues to understand what is going on. And when the song came in, and I had to look at the time track, and I was like, because it was the first time I think we heard a human voice in this film, and it happened over 20 minutes into it, and such a lovely song too, that just brought together so many things that we had been following up until then in the film, and just brought all these performers together, I think, for the first time in the film, also for a group piece. And just the way that things were doled out, it really gave us a sense of what these characters are going through, their dreams, their existence, and then bringing them together in such a powerful way. It's just striking. So yeah, the whole thing, wonderful trip into the absurd. Great performances by all the dancers, actors, interpreters, whatever you call them. They're on the film, and they're just do great performances throughout. Yeah, great writing, great choreographic writing. Like the cinematography was great, the filming, the colors, the lighting, the sets. Just like I say, wow, I would love to see this thing in a theater.